Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Volkswagen T1 Samba issue 103 from DeAgostini. Let's go ahead and get the parts open, and I've looked ahead a little bit. I'm not sure when this door is actually going to stay shut. I may have to put some blue tack or something behind it eventually, but not until the car is completely done. This one is still staying latched, one on the other side. So let me go ahead and get out the parts. What we have today is the front windshield, at least the start of it. Does it say? No, it doesn't even say one, it just says windshield. So here are the left and right windshields. We're going to do a little bit of work on them, and then they will go back into the container if I can get them. If I can get them back in here, I'll put them back in here, because we're not going to do anything with them for a while, I don't think. Then we got these parts here, which are going to hold the they're going to hold on to the window braces. We've got some hinges, we got some screws. So let me get a little tin here, a couple of them actually, so I can separate the parts up, and we'll start working on this windshield. There's mostly today, all we're doing on the windshield is the hinges. Hope that's water, not glue. That would suck. So here we have the two hinge parts, or the two hinges actually. We've got each hinge is really a lot easier than the hinges for the side windows, because the hinges for the side windows have latches as well as the hinge itself. There is all there is on each hinge. So let me go ahead and put these back in here. We'll get these out. And what are these? These are supports, and they are very specific in where they go. Got the one for the middle here. That's the middle. Let's see, this one is, come on, focus. The right side, so this one's the left side. We set those off to the side for the moment. Make sure I've got the hinges correct. And they look like they're both built the same way. They'll actually go together like this, so that when the window is all the way closed, the hinge will be down closed like that. Let me go ahead and get the tweezers. There they are. Get the tweezers so I can get these, and just like on every other hinge piece, hinge pin, you can see some striations there that are going to hold the pin in. I've got that most of the way in. Let me see. Okay, it's not yet inside the bottom half of the hinge. There we go. So when it's most of the way in, when it needs to be set in place, just a very little bit sticks out. Take the needle nose pliers, very gently push it in there. Make sure your hinge still works. Do the same thing with the other one. I mean, these hinges are literally identical. Come on, get on there. There we go. Make sure, and it says this in the instructions every time, make sure the striations go in last, because if you push them in first, what's going to happen is it's going to open the part all the way up, all the way across, and then the pin can fall out really easily. Let me see if I can get this in here. It's a very odd placement for my hand that I'm trying to do. Okay, that one's in there, so I can get rid of this tin. We now have 2 working hinges. And at this point, let me see. You know, I didn't grab the screw box. My parts storage is actually across the room, so I'm not going to worry about it. These are the BD08s, D for die cast. So I don't need those yet. I need the ones for the plastic first. We have some BP09s. I'm going to put it over here. Put the die cast ones up there so I don't mix them up. And like I always like to, grab a glove so that I'm not putting a ton of fingerprints on the windshield. And I don't think the Samba's windshield is designed the way modern ones are, because modern ones are structural. These, with being able to open, I don't think they're structural at all. So pop this out. Come on. Okay. There's the first one. No, those. And so you can see on there you got your little fake latches, and the spot where the brace is going to go, and up here is where the hinge hooks is screwed onto. So the hinge goes on. I'm just looking. Hinge is going to go on like this. It's going to attach there, just like that. We've got your screws going in to the larger side. Set that down there. Let me get the other one out as well, because this is going to be pretty quick and easy to do. Grab 4 of these screws. Leave one behind. Take the first screw. That's the biggest reason that you need a magnetic screwdriver, so that the screws will actually hold on to your screwdriver. Because this is at an angle, it's a little bit tricky to get the hinge to stay on there. First one started. Probably should use the next size up screwdriver. I just bumped it, flipped the screwdriver bumped against my palm, through the screw in with the BD08s. I actually saw where it landed, so I was able to grab it, flip this back up. Don't want to scratch the window. Tighten this all the way down, as well as this one. And that is how the first hinge goes on. And it's going to go on here. It's going to go into the car. Let me see if I can get it in the place it's going to actually sit. That'd actually be a good storage location for it. I think. Doesn't say left or right on here. But I think I actually was trying to put it on the wrong side. going to be interesting because the dropping stuff everywhere. Windshield wipers are actually going to be a little bit of a hindrance when trying to move these open and shut. So instead of messing with that, let me go ahead and put the other hinge on here. Oh, there you go. It's up here where you can't see it once the hinge is on. There's an L there, so there should have been an R on the other one, so I was actually trying to put it on the wrong side first. Only one screw. Put the screw on here, and the screwdriver. Line it up, maybe. That's better. So line this up. Get this other one on here. Get it lined up and attached. Tighten it all the way down. So put this one on the left in here. So it looks like the way it's going to be when it goes in. Now let me get the BD08s over here. And it says to make sure that you sort these out between left and right. Let's see if I can do something here. Bring this camera over and maybe there, a little bit better view inside the car while I'm doing this. So it says to carefully sort these out between left and right. I'm actually off screen right now, sorry. And then you take this and you push it on these pegs right here. So this is the right one. It just pushes on, maybe a little bit more than that. Fit of this posts as indicated. Actually is pretty snug on there when you get it down, but that one, it's not wanting to go all the way down. Let me see about the left one. Of course, I'm dropping it instead. So rotate it around. Okay, the left one went down. You know what? I think my problem is. And of course, this is where the door handle actually working becomes an issue. My problem is the door's shut. So let's pop this in here now and see if it'll go all the way down. Still not wanting to go completely down. So let me pause and see if I can figure out what is going on that's keeping that from going on. Okay, I played with it a little bit. It's not completely down, I don't think, but it's down as far as it's going to go. I'm not going to mess with it because if I keep on fighting with it, I'm going to end up breaking it, which is worse than it not being in there right at all. So the last piece for this stage goes onto that post right there, and I'm just looking. Okay, there is a keyway up here at the top, matching that keyway on there. So it's going to go on here. Come on, get out of the way. This windshield wiper could still cause me issues. That's the one that I lost the spring for. that's going to go on there just like that. It's not going to stay on its own, so let me get one of the screws out and figure out where did I put my oil. It's been a while since I've had to use it, and I don't see it. Ah, found it. It was over on the other bench. Okay, so pump some oil out, dip the screw in the oil. And the biggest thing, the keyway is there, is to make sure that you set this thing in there in the right direction. So put that on there. Go ahead and see if I can get that screw to go in there. I'm working at a very odd angle. Okay, I'm setting the screwdriver down, trying to get the screw to sit back on the top of it, because I have my part in place. I don't want to take it off of there. So let's try this again. There we go. And of course, you can't see anything because of my big hand. Tighten that in. Okay. And that has got the piece in there. And what that is there for is on either side, there are going to be braces to hold the windows open. Go ahead and switch back to the normal camera. And that is all there is to do in this stage. Hope you're enjoying this. This is one of my favorite part works of all time. I was looking, we still got all the windows just hanging here. Looked further in the PDF. The windows don't get actually attached until like in the 110s, 113 or so, once the interior is in. But like I said, that is all there is to do in this stage. I hope you're enjoying this. I am having a blast with this. Don't know if you noticed, but I do have leftover BD08 screws. Those are going to be used in a later session. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. See what's going on. Join us on our group streams on Friday and Sunday. Links for everything but the stream will be in the description. To get to the link to the stream, you have to become a part of our Discord, unless you just watch it on Facebook and participate in the chat. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you on the next video.